most quoted speeches. It was designed to sell the American people on the NASA space program.
All right, we'll use pulsar level 5 with a subsonic implosion factor. What?
I'm Rachel Nichols, and welcome back.
That's what dedication to a craft does. And as a musician, I dedicate my life to being as good as I can be.
When they asked you to do the anthem at his last ever game, what was your reaction?
I was, honored to be asked. For me, it's all about the craftsmanship.
All agreed the moon landing might not have taken place, that they think there is weight to... Welcome to The Jump. I am Rachel Nichols. We have very heavy hearts here today, and in the next hour, you're going to hear from the logo, Jerry West, from Kobe's old teammates, Robert Horry, Matt Barnes, from Tracy McGrady, and Ice Cube, so many others who knew Kobe well.
Okay, straight to the point. You are a former agent of a top-secret organization that monitors extraterrestrials on Earth. We're the Men in Black. We have a situation, and we need your help.
That were required before you went into the bubble. Once you were there, playing outside of the bubble, presents a host of different issues. And we're unfortunately, just gonna have to learn as we go here.
I can't even imagine how many times your phone rang yesterday. Do you have a count there for us? I mean, it must have been pretty crazy leading up to that moment of saying, okay, let's postpone. And I like that he addressed in that podcast, too, that he was very honest, that it's about a commitment. It's a work in progress with marriage. Their marriage had a very high-profile disruption to it. Very serious thing happened in Colorado, and then just afterward, trying to prepare their relationship as husband and wife, and they kept working on it. In it, JFK challenged the nation to land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. The whole thing was powerful, sweeping, painting a romantic picture of American destiny. And it worked. Except then, all the government's engineers and aeronautics experts had another problem. They had to actually figure out how to fake a man on the moon.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Tweeted yesterday, quote, "It's time to recognize that HGH can positively impact injury recovery." Right now, Mark, the NBA hands out pretty hefty suspensions if a player tests positive for human growth hormone. Do you want to change that? This weekend, attending rapper Lil Baby's birthday party in Atlanta without wearing a face mask. So Adam, you got to help me out here. If I'm going to place a bet in Vegas on whether there's going to be an expansion team in the next 5 years of the NBA, how good should I feel about that bet?
I can't even believe you're talking about winning on this show, Rachel. That's all I'm going to know. Because we knew there might be some disruptions in the season, we split the schedule in 2 halves, which is something we've never done in our history before. So we have a schedule.
How important is Kobe Bryant to building this threat is body armor to Gatorade?
Instead of taking the easy buck and doing a tell-all on how we've had to keep their mouths shut for decades. Choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are fake. I want a pony, but that wasn't happening anytime soon either.
so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.